Know what's something you can't easily find in the wilderness? Clean drinking water. Even the cleanest of rivers and streams have all sorts of germs and bacteria inside them because of the increasing levels of pollution. But everyone needs to drink water, right? Well,
I want to take a look at tools or resources you can use for camping. I haven't been camping in a long time, so I was kind of perusing the web and trying to see what other tools are out there or resources you can use to go camping. There's different types of camping we can do. I know there's like, what they call glamping, where you kind of basically you're living in the glass bubble or some cabin and you have your amenities. You have your little nicely made up bed, your candles, your flowers, your cable TV. I'm not talking about that. I'm also not exactly talking about the extreme camping, although maybe. I mean, these tools especially you'll need with extreme camping. But I know a friend that did that. He went basically on a small lake on an island and had like, his fishing rod in a bucket, lit a fire, you dig a hole, do your business, that type of thing. Maybe leaning on that side, but maybe not too extreme. Some of these tools, they can make your life a bit more convenient, yes, and seem pretty pragmatic and eco-friendly. And actually, there are a few of them that would be really needed. Some of them even needed in regular life. I want to take a look at just some new things, new to me because I haven't been camping in so long. But they'll probably be really helpful or really useful when you're out there, hiking or camping. I apologize for this particular picture, but this is just something the first thing I found. I was thinking that this is important, camping or not. It's basically water purification pills, but it's really good. I think you need this whether you extreme camp or anything. It basically gets rid of all the pathogens that may make you sick or worse. It uses the same process that the water purification plant does when they send the water to your tap, right? So this basically gets rid of all the pathogens in the water. You drop these pills in there and it clears the water of anything that can, hurt your stomach, and makes the water more drinkable for you, or even for brushing your teeth or for cooking. I think this is needed beyond camping. This is a great thing to use to kind of help you for having clean drinking water, basically. I think this can be used for any purpose. And here we have the solar power grill. Okay, this is straightforward. It works on solar power, a bit more sophisticated. I think some of us have, even if you haven't gone camping, you've probably experimented with the foil paper and cooking a hot dog in the sun, or that image of an egg frying on the hood of a car. But that's in extreme heat, hot temperatures. I think this is a bit more sophisticated than that. It uses solar power to heat your food, to cook your food, whatever you catch out there, or whatever you bring with you, or whatever you may need warming from home. I think this is an essential tool as well for your camping. It assists, with lighting a fire as well if you're having a hard time lighting a fire, or even if you're not. I think this is a good assist for cooking over the fire as well. I would actually take this with me if I was going extreme camping or anything else. Next we have here is a summer shower. It's basically a bag. There's so many versions of this thing. I'll bring up another one. Basically, you hang the bag up. This uses the sun also to heat the water, and it's got the little pipe there at the bottom. And you basically hang this up in a tree somewhere or on some type of stand, and you take a nice warm shower. I think this is pretty good for camping, especially out in the wilderness. You still got to clean yourself. All the animals still clean themselves. So, nature cleans itself. We should clean ourselves. I think it's essential, rid your body of any other things or pathogens that might travel in the dirt. You never know. Wash your face and other things, and, keep you from smelling too bad. I think this is a great tool to have. Any type of camping that you do, I think this is a great tool to have. You know what? This is kind of unrelated, but this could also help with homeless people who, no matter what environment they live in. But that's another video. But yeah, maybe some of these camping tools could transfer into help out the homeless population, or maybe some of them actually use these. You never know. Here we have another type of shower bag. It also doubles as a portable washing machine and a weatherproof backpack. So basically, you can put your clothes in there, put some soap in there, and put some water in there from the river or the lake, and you wash your clothes. You shake it like the washing machine. It's got the little grooves inside. I think I saw another picture with the little grooves inside where you can like kind of, scrub your clothes, wash your clothes, rinse the water, dry your clothes out, and you have fresh, clean clothes. I think I saw a similar one. Yeah, this is it. Doubles as a shower. You put the water in, and you turn it around. You hang it up somewhere. You can let the water pour out like the other bag I mentioned before, and basically you have a shower. So your shower, your washing machine, and waterproof backpack, all in one. And here we have another camping stove. This is also great, essential. If you catch your fish, you fry your fish here, or if you're hunting, if you want to, cook your quail or whatever you hit. I don't know if you have. It'll take a while to cook anything bigger than maybe a bird or fish on this one, unless you cut up in really small pieces, right? You kill a turkey or a deer out there, and you're out there for most hunters. I think they bring it back, but if you bring food with you, if you want to warm it up on the stove, I think this is a good tool. Again, whatever type of camping you do, I think it's pretty useful. And to supplement your stove, what they have here is basically your outdoor kitchen. That's what it's called, an outdoor kitchen. So you have your utensils or cutlery, as I have heard in Canada, utensils in the U.S. I think some seasonings there, or is it, I don't know what that, ketchup, some type of sauce in those bottles. Your knife, your spatulas and other tools, basically salt and pepper there. Yeah, this is useful to help you prepare your food. I've heard some camping stories where people have prepared beaver. That's as far as I'll go with that. And on to the next product, or on to the next tool, right? I'm not selling anything here. And for those of you who want a little bit of access to outside world, this is your power station. They have, is this solar powered? I think I saw one that was solar powered, which is even better. Your power station, again, power up your radio or your cell phone, anything you might want to look at, even your small TV or other communication devices or electronics. I would carry a power station with me just in case. Again, you never know. You never know. Maybe it's not extreme camping. I don't even know whatever category that would be under, but I would think this would be essential. Again, I think as we advance in our technologies and gadgets, it's kind of good to have these things at our disposal to use, especially in an environment where it might be needed, right? If you're going hiking and you're staying out in the wilderness for a couple of days. Personally, on another note, if you're going too far out, for those of you who like to hunt far out, well, they're already carrying weapons. I think it's good to be armed. I'm not going to put anything as far as what guns to buy or anything. That's for the experts, but I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, not everybody does. I've done it without. I've never gone with arms, but I'm not against that. I think it's a great idea, to be honest. But yeah, as far as power station, I think this is a great idea as well. It keeps you keeps you to have access to things like your cell phone or your radio, or if you want to take a little TV or any other electronic gadget, right? There are other things that people take with them that they use, that we may not think of. For you coffee drinkers, this is a portable espresso maker. I'm a coffee drinker. I don't know if I would take this camping with me. I would. If someone brought it, hey, fine. I don't know if this would be a priority for me, but depends on my mood. Maybe, maybe not. But for those of you who are, big on your coffee, or if you're camping by a coffee farm somewhere, I don't know. But again, this is for you, who are big on your coffee when you're going camping or going to the cabin. It's not a bad idea. You might want to take it with you. This here is a headlamp to see at night. I would take this. This is awesome. I would take this hiking in the evening. I don't mind going hiking at night, in a group. This would be kind of neat just to have with you, right? Especially those ones. I've seen some online. There's also some lamps, handheld lamps. These things supposedly have hundreds of thousands of lumens. Even this headlight, they could see far, or basically light up wherever you're at, like the daytime. This would be awesome to wear on your head, as far as if it has like a really high brightness, like a lot of lumens, whether it's handheld or one to wear on your head. This is a definite for me. I would, sometimes you wake up at night, you gotta see what's going on. You never know, right? You just want to see, or see where you're going anyway. I think this is great to have, and I would definitely bring this camping with me. This here is a blow up lounge chair bed thing. This looks neat. I would take this, just to relax with, listen to some music, have my power station nearby, just playing some music, or watching a video on YouTube with my power station, if there's any signal out there. I don't know, or maybe something I've downloaded on the on the actual device. But yeah, I would use this. I'd use it. This is not a bad idea. I also thought that they have sleeping bags that heat up. If your power station used an electric blanket with your power station, or you don't really have to do that. I remember I was watching a documentary, and I think these guys were mountain climbing in the Congo. And the local guys, I thought it was a neat idea. What they did was they got these like hand-sized rocks. They got several of them and put them in this pot. And they put the pot over a fire, and they heated up the rocks. And they heated up the rocks really hot because it was kind of chilly out there in the mountains they were climbing. And they dug like a shallow, I don't want to say hole, but dug it shallow enough to kind of put the rocks in. And they put the dirt back on top of the hot rocks. And they put a blanket or sleeping bag over that dirt. And they slept on the warm, basically the ground was warm from those hot rocks. That'd be an awesome idea to take with you for camping, like a natural hotbed for you to use, right? I think that's a great idea. This is a great idea too, right? We can put these on top of the hot ground that are over the hot rocks. I don't know, but it's just something I just thought of just now. But yeah, I would definitely use this as well. Now I want to take a quick look at some video. I won't take up too much of your time. That's showing some camping gadgets I thought were really neat. There's a video that uses different types of tent, again, different lighting and cooking utensils. I want to get into this video and kind of point out some things that could also be useful. Let's take a look and see if something you could use to camp with you, or maybe just to use in your backyard.
Stake light. Sometimes the best camping inventions are the ones that are the simplest. The Yuko stake light is the perfect example of that. There's nothing wrong with going all Indiana Jones and lighting up a fire torch, but not everyone has the time for that. That's why the Yuko stake light is such a great camping product. It combines the traditional fire torch with modern technology. This is a torch that can light up an entire area that's within pitch darkness. It has a brightness capability of over 17 lumens, putting it on par with some high-powered flashlights. But this torch is specifically made for camping. Thanks to its pointy bottom, you can stick the stake light in the soil to mark your camp, and in case of an emergency, it can be used as a safety light. Number 9. Pyro Campfire.
Yeah, I thought the stake light was a great tool to use. I also saw these glow-in-the-dark ropes to tie the tent with. I thought in combination with the stake lights, that would be an awesome tool to use, because it kind of lights up your tent area at night in case, in case someone does get lost and they need to find where their camp is, right? The ropes are glowing in the dark and you got your stake light lit up. It kind of helps you find your way back, and it's not exactly pitch black, right? Or if it is dark. And then, in combination with your flashlight or the headlamp, these things I think are essential for going camping, and they do help a lot. I like that this is out there for people to use.
Lifesaver Jerry Can Water Filter. You know what's something you can't easily find in the wilderness? Clean drinking water. Even the cleanest of rivers and streams have all sorts of germs and bacteria inside them because of the increasing levels of pollution. But everyone needs to drink water, right? Well, with the Lifesaver Jerry Can Water Filter, you'll never have to worry about finding clean water again. This is a life-saving camping invention. It's basically a water bottle, but every time you put water inside it, It will filter out 99.99% of all parasites, bacteria, and other kinds of dirt from the water. You could even put the dirtiest water imaginable inside it, and it'll be as clear as gas.
Now this is awesome. Again, I think this is much needed. I see the guy is in front of the snow. I wonder, can you put snow in there? Very funny, right? I guess you have to heat it up. But yeah, I think this is a great tool to use, especially out in the wilderness when you need water and you go by a river or a lake somewhere. I wonder also, could you use this in combination with the water tablets? Basically, you put the water tablets in there and get rid of the pathogens. And then in addition to whatever this pumping thing you do, you put it through the filter for extra cleaning of the water. I don't know. I mean, just from basically a pragmatic level, I don't think it would hurt. That you clean it in two different ways in the same device. But again, I think this is a great tool to have when you're going camping, when you're going out there in the wilderness. Drinking water is essential, just basically for survival.
When you're out camping, you definitely need something with a lot more power. That's where the Princeton Tech Helix lanterns come in. These are rechargeable electric lanterns that make use of powerful lights and reflections to create perfect 360-degree brightness all around you. It can literally transport you from pitch darkness to almost a daytime scene. If you want to conserve battery, you can even turn the brightness down to make sure it lasts longer. Overall, this can be an essential part of your camping gear. And the best part? It weighs less than 4 ounces.
Again, this is another great idea. I see you have another power source here. Looks like it's using solar. But those lights, it's another way of lighting things up. And I think, again, you can't have enough sources of light. It's good to me, again, it's good to have multiple sources for lighting things up at night. It's another thing you could use when you go camping. Next, I'm going to look at this power station, see what it's like.
Number 2. Li-On Cooler Portable Solar Cooler. Ice cooler.
Okay, it's a solar cooler. I'm corrected. Okay, let's check this out. This is interesting. Haven't seen a solar cooler before.
Can be great for a fishing trip or a short road trip to keep your drinks cool. But a camping trip that lasts a couple of days? No. It's barely going to last you the first day, and after that, you'll be stuck with hot drinks. But the Li-On Cooler eliminates that problem. This is more of a portable refrigerator than an ice cooler. It can keep all of your drinks at just the right temperature for days on end. Instead of using ice, this thing uses rechargeable batteries. Now, you're probably wondering how you would charge it in the middle of the jungle. The answer to that is solar power. The Li-On Cooler has built-in solar panels on the cover, so all you have to do is leave it out during the day and it'll keep your drinks cool at night.
Okay, we've looked at several gadgets and different tools we could use for camping. I could go on and on and on. I'll probably do another video because I find them really interesting. I could provide endless, hours of thoughts on them. But let me know what you think. Also, let me know if you've used them before. And please like and subscribe. And thank you so much for your patience. And thank you for listening.